Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Um, this is my updated Stamsorc group build for the Waking Flame patch. Before I get started, I just like to mention that at least 75% of people that have found my content and watched are not subscribed. Just tell me, if you're not subscribed, tell me why. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I can do to improve on my videos. Um, if not, go ahead and please drop a subscribe and hit the like button. It would greatly help me in bringing more content to you. And without continuing on my rambling, let's get right into the build. To start off, I'm going to work on this spec. Best in slot would definitely be a Nord, just for the ult gen passive. Imperial would be also a good option. 64 points in the stam. We're running the Lover Mundus. You could also run the Serpent to give you more stam recovery. And we're using Bewitched Sugar Skulls as the food. Get into the gear. So the first set we're using is Powerful Assault. This set can be obtained from Imperial City using Telvar, or you can typically find the gear in traders. So we're running a Nirnhone Sword with a Shock enchant for the Minor Breach. And then we're running a Sharpened Mace on the offhand with a Frost enchant. And then on the back bar, we're running the Bow with a Poison enchant and Decisive. We're using Troll Kings as our monster set on this build. Impen. Another good choice would be the new monster set Magma as Incarnate. That'll boost everybody's damage and give everybody heroism. I do like Troll King though. Both good options. We're also using Pariah. This is a 7 heavy build. We're doing a reinforced chest with a max stam glyph. Our shoulders are going to be well fitted, max health, also heavy. And then we're going to do a sturdy girdle, sturdy hands, well fitted legs, and reinforced feet. Now, with this new patch coming out, I haven't changed these yet, but these two sturdy pieces definitely make them Impen. And we're running the jewelry. We're running Powerful Assault in all 3 jewelry. All robust with stam recovery. Now, we'll get into the skills. I'll start with the back bar. We're running Echoing Vigor. And the reason for this is that this morph will go to your allies, which will enable me to give Troll King to the rest of my group. This build is really good for small scale or ball group style gameplay. So typically, you know, it's going to buff everybody's damage that you hit. We're also running Dark Deal. It's our source of sustain. Going to take mag and give us stam. We're using Bombard from the bow line. It's going to be our immobilize. You can spam the shit out of this. It's going to stun people, or sorry, it's going to immobilize them. Very specific, immobilize. It's not a stun. It's a different type of stun. So you'll see what I'm getting at here. We're using Bombard. We're using our armor buff, Hurricane. And I'm using Power Surge. I'm not using Crit Surge. Typically, if you're staying with the group, Power Surge is going to be better, because it turns the heal that it gives off into like an AoE, and it's just some more off healing that you can give to your group. For the front bar, we're running Whirling Blades, we're running Streak, Camo Hunter, Razor Caltrops, and Blood Craze. So with Powerful Assault running it on both bars, I can proc it with Vigor and with Caltrops. They're both skills from the Assault line. So at all times, you know, I'm giving heals to the group. You see it's recasting right there. And then obviously you can see that the timer's not recasting, but I have to be damaging something with the Caltrops. And the set will recast, reproc itself. So pretty much 100% uptime on Powerful Assault. Like I said, Echoing Vigor is going to give everybody Troll King as needed, of course, because Troll King has, uh, you know, a priority where you need to be like under 50% health. For the ultimates, on the back bar, I am running Suppression Field. You could run Absorption Field. I just like running Suppression Field. And then we're running Dawnbreaker of Smiting on the front bar. You can actually double bar negate. It might sound silly to some people, but the point of the build is to bring utility as much as you can. And if you know nowadays it's difficult to bar swap in the game. It's something that Zos hasn't acknowledged. It's definitely a huge issue in Cyrodiil. So you might not be able to switch to the back bar and pop the negate right away. So hey, you're on the front bar. Guess what? You got negate on the front bar too now. You can still get the negate off. Get into the champion tree here. Go into the green tree. You know, I say this in a lot of my videos. A lot of people don't go into the green tree. Oh, it's the roleplay tree. Yeah, you know what? It is. But guess what? There's some passives in here that are pretty useful in Cyrodiil. Gifted Rider being one of them. Gives you 10% more mount speed. That's on top of Major Gallop. This stacks with the Major Gallop that you're going to get having continuous attack. And then the War Mount. You know, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to upgrading the mount. I don't typically put points in the stam or the carry capacity. So having this is pretty nice. So like if you're trying to get from one keep to another, this basically doesn't take any stamina from your mount. You can go full tilt riding around Cyrodiil. And then also down here, Rationer gives you another 30 minutes on food or drinks. And Liquid Efficiency gives you a 10% chance to not consume potions. So these are all good passives to have in Cyrodiil. In the blue tree, what I have slotted is Biting Aura, giving me more area of effect attack damage. Ironclad, Resilience. We're going to want more crit resistance this upcoming patch, since all proc sets are going to be able to crit. And I also have Endless Endurance for more max stam. You could also, you know, maybe drop the max stam and go with Duelist Rebuff for some more damage mitigation. In the red tree, I'm running Rejuvenation, Hardened, Juggernaut, and Pain's Refuge. Rejuvenation isn't really that good anymore. I just put it on there because you could swap it out for Fortified. And if you have enough champion points, you could even go with like Slippery to give you a automatic break free. For 21 seconds, it sounds like a long time, but it's really not. And this champion slot is really nice. Definitely don't sleep on Slippery. Another option you could do is this one, Expert Evasion. Get a free roll dodge. Just kind of help with sustain. And then obviously in all these trees, you just kind of want to fill in the passives if you have the points. Let's go ahead and just fill them all up. Like, I'm not using a Sword and Shield, but you know, what else am I going to spend my points on? So yeah, that's pretty much the build. It's definitely a lot of fun. You actually get some pretty good damage. I'll go ahead and buff up for you here. So like you'll see on the front bar, you know, 4,300 weapon damage, 4k spell damage, about 6k pen, 30k resistance. The resistance are going to go higher with Pariah. They're only going to become tankier with the build. So what I was talking about earlier with Bombard. So Bombard is an immobilize. It's not stun. So let me show you the difference here. Let me try to find some ads. There you go. There's some down there. So get down there. There's a crocodiles right here. Alright, so he's immobilized, right? You can go to the front bar. Now they're stunned. It's a double. They're going to have to break free twice. Or at least break free and roll dodge. You can overlap them. So immobilize, stun. See, and now they're stunned. It works the same as players. Typically the combo I like to go for is I will, you know, make sure my group buff is up. Get the powerful assault going. Make sure I got my crit surge going, or power surge, excuse me, going. I'll do bombard. I will throw the caltrops and then stun it, streak into them to stun them. So now they are their penetrate. Excuse me. The resistances are lowered from the pen from my caltrops. They've been stunned and immobilized. So the rest of my group can come in and clean them up. Obviously, I can have spin the win on. Just I can try to kill some people as we're going. Or you can. I'll go over here and do it on these guys. So I'll go ahead and buff up. You get all your buffs going. You bombard, caltrop, streak, turn around, drop the negate. Your group rocks in. They dump. You just spin the win to execute everything. Really effective. I do get the ult back pretty quick, being the bow is the I'm mostly on the bow most of the time. It's decisive, so you're going to get that ult gen. You could run blood spawn to give yourself more ult gen, but if you're going to run blood spawn, I would recommend taking Echoing Vigor off and putting Resolving back on. Really, Echoing Vigor is just there to proc Troll King for your group. And also Magma Incarnate, like I said before, is also like a really good option to use right now. So yeah, that's pretty much the build. It's really simple rotation. It's not meant to 1vx or anything like that. I mean, this is just a straight up utility group build. That's a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun playing this. Like a lot of people think playing support in PvP might be boring. This is a lot of fun. So definitely recommend this build. I recommend this build. Try it out. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And again, I'd really, really appreciate it if you guys could go ahead and subscribe and drop a like on the video. It would mean so much to me, and it would benefit me, and I could bring more content and more builds like this to you. I really appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.